All right, so we're continuing on with our endurance training. So we're on Wednesday now. So you're going to be completing this workout on the first week of Wednesday and on the third week of Wednesday. So if we look at complex 1, we have split squat, single arm dumbbell row, and horizontal chop. We're going to complete 12 reps of each exercise, and then we're going to complete 3 sets of each exercise. So when we complete three sets of these, we're going to go on down to our second complex, where we're going to do single arm dumbbell bench, band, hip extension, and Hickman hold. Once we complete 3 sets of that, we're going to move to complex 3 with shoulder series, band hip flexion, and bicep curl. So let's get started. I'll show you the first complex of exercises. So the first exercise that we have is a split squat. So we're going to take our dumbbells. We're going to put one leg onto our bench. Find a good distance that when you go down, your hips or your knee is in line with your toes. You don't want to have your knees over your toes. You want to be in line with it. And we're going to have a nice little forward lean as well as you come down. So we're going down, low 90-90 angles with our legs. And we're coming up, really squeezing that glute as we come up. Exhale as we come up. Once we complete 12 reps on one leg, we'll switch legs, and then we'll do 12 reps on the other leg. So then the next exercise that we have is the single arm dumbbell row. So we'll go onto our bench. We'll post one hand onto our bench as a stabilizer. We'll have our knees bent. We'll have a straight back. And we go to row. We're going to have our elbow in line with our body. We're not going to overhang it, which could lead to injury in our shoulder. So we're just going to keep the elbow in line with our body. Breathing out as we come up. So that's the single arm dumbbell bent row. The last exercise in the first complex is a horizontal chop. So we'll grab onto the band with this. We'll interlace our fingers. We'll start by keeping our arms straight. We're going to contract our core the entire time. As I rotate, I'm pivoting my foot like so, and my arms are in line with my hips so that my arms never go further than my hips. They're always in line. So we're here. My arm moves and my hips move. Core is tight the whole time. Remember to breathe. Once you do 12 reps one side, flip it, 12 reps on the other side. So that's the first complex. Then we'll move on to the second complex, where the first exercise is the single arm dumbbell bench. So we'll grab our dumbbell. We're up here like this. The other hand that doesn't have a dumbbell will be on our hips. We're keeping our body, our core tight, so that when we go down, our body doesn't fall like this. We want to limit that. We want to maintain a nice posture. So we're here. Core's tight. About 45 degrees with our dumbbell and elbow, and then we're coming up, exhale on the way up. So once you complete 12 reps with one arm, switch and do 12 reps with the other arm. The next exercise that we have is band hip flexion, or band hip extension. So we'll go over here. So we'll have our band, we'll step through it with our leg like this. We're going to have our hands on a post here. And then when we do this, we want our hips to be in. So we want to forward lean in. And then we're extending our back leg out like that. We're really feeling a nice contraction into our glutes. And when we do this, we don't want to overhike, because then that puts some pressure on our lower back. We want this all into our glutes. So you're not going to get a lot of range of motion with this. You're just mainly going to be right here. Alright, so that's the band hip extension. And then the last exercise we have for the second complex is the Hickman hold. So we'll be here, we'll have our band. We're going to grab onto our bands like this. we're going to keep our arms straight, we're going to keep a neutral spine, and then we're just going to straighten our arms out. With our arms straight, we're going to elevate our toes, so our toes are going to be up, and we're just going to hold this right here. Hold this for about 30 seconds. Just keeping our whole body tight. Right here, you should be feeling a really strong contraction in the triceps. So that's the Hickman hold. That's the end of the second complex. Then we'll move on to the third complex, where the first exercise is with the shoulder series. So we can grab our plates, either a 5 or a 2.5 pound plate will work fine. The first one with the shoulder series is our Ys. So we're just making a Y, keeping our thumbs pointing up towards the ceiling, and we're just making a Y. All right, once we do 12 reps with the Ys, then we're going to go on to our Ts. So we're just going straight out, just like this. Once you do 12 reps of the T's, then we'll move on to our W's, where we'll be on this bench. Chest is above the end point of the bench, and then we're just making W, squeezing our scaps together, like that. So that's the shoulder series exercise. The next exercise that we have is band hip flexion. So we'll be over here. This time we'll step through our band like this. We're gonna post on to this post right here. Again, keeping our hips leaning in and forward. We're gonna bring our knee up. So the main two things that you want to keep in mind when you do this is you want this foot to be up like this, and you don't want it to be down like this. So a lot of people do it, and they usually do like this. So you want to keep your toes pointing up right here, and you want to squeeze this opposite glute as well as you do this exercise. So we're here, hips are in, knees comes up, toes up. We're squeezing that opposite glute right here. Should really feel a really nice contraction into that glute. And then the last exercise that we have in the third complex is a bicep curl. So we'll grab our dumbbells, and then we can just do a bicep curl where we rotate the dumbbell as we come up. So we're here, rotating, and come up. Keep a nice base of support here, but we don't want to overcompensate. We just want to do this just within the arms, just here. All right, so then once you finish 12 reps of those bicep curls, you're done with your workout, so nice job.